Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a minor episode of Cosmoteer. It has, sorry, it's been about a week since the last episode of this. I've been ridiculously busy with distractions that aren't recording videos for the past week, which has been very frustrating. I can't even blame my book writing because I haven't done Unknown Signal. Ooh, I don't have a warship, so this is a little scary. Oh, okay, hyper jump. Yeah, I can't even blame my writing. I haven't done that in a little over a week either, which is very frustrating. But we are still here. Currently, I'm in that starter system we're in, and I am strip mining the thing. I'm very excited to do a big drop off over at our production base, way over here, where we are producing a large variety of various goodies. We've got processors, we've got hypercoils, we've got mining parts, mine factories. I think I was reading, this was a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I read that the mine factories were relatively profitable. And I think that may be the case. They just use iron and sulfur. And I think they probably upcycle things fairly well, but they're very labor intensive. And they make like a million pieces, and each one doesn't sell for a tremendous amount. So we've got like lots of storage. So we're going to sell 160 mine parts, and you can see we're going to get $2,000. I think we're getting a lot more than selling the iron and the sulfur, for example. But yeah, it takes a lot of sort of clicking and babysitting. So I'm not sure that that's necessarily what I want to pursue. I'm mostly still looking for copper asteroids. Although actually, looking back over here, looks like we still have lots of sulfur, and we might need a little bit more iron to balance that out. So I might go and mine a little bit more iron just to make sure we can consume what sulfur we got. I mean, I can just sell the raw sulfur as well, but not a big deal. We would be quite excited. Here, I'll go ahead and mine these out. Quite excited to find more gold because I do have a processor factory set up. And we know that we keep running into processor shortages when we want to make some of our more advanced ship designs. So that is why I went ahead and set that up. Of course, some processors were used in the better sort of production hubs, these new production hubs, but we'll get the bits back when we sell them as well. I did finally add a sensor module again. This ship is like ugly and nonsense, but it works perfectly well for mining here. Add the sensor module to make it a little easier to spot things, especially in those asteroid fields. I mean, I'm pretty sure the sensor modules still give us better vision in the asteroid fields themselves. I'm not going to get more iron. We'll leave it at here. And yeah, we've done some pretty big passes through here. I think I've mostly picked this clean, but yeah, every now and again we've like, oh yeah, you know, another one of those. Oh, is that tritanium? Well, that's quite worthwhile. We definitely want that to be able to make some more tri-steel, which is used for some nice things. Good, that's coming in. Yeah, because the biggest issue with making our new ships has mostly been the lack of certain materials where they literally weren't on sale. So doing this pass is going to be good. But, and the copper mining is mostly for money. So actually about 20 minutes ago, I had 0 money after doing some expansion. And now we're up another 100K. And again, those we can tear apart the bits and bobs of our new ships here. I did buy one new blueprint, which was the, was it the processor factory? It may have been the processor factory blueprint for about 30 grand. Yeah. I think that's exactly it. I might have bought, but yeah, I guess I bought the mine, maybe the mine and ammo one as well. I think they were cheaper, but yeah, I spent a decent amount of money on blueprints, just, you know, to open up more possibilities. I am wondering if we end up building ammo-driven ships, if you know, do you put your own ammo producer on there? I don't think so. I think what we do is we probably go and, I mean, we can probably buy stuff because I don't think it's that expensive to buy. But yeah, also as part of our little factory, we can go and revisit it. Even if we just leave our factory base here in the system, but we could throw a hyperdrive on it and have it traverse from one to the other. Oh, we have picked this area clean. Or we haven't picked this area clean, but we filled ourselves up. Oh, I don't have a hyperdrive on this, which we could go and do. Well, there's an unknown signal. That's probably just another hyperspace beacon. We'll see. So we'll head over to the loomer, or the this unnamed ship. Speaking of the unnamed ship, we can come over here and sell another giant batch of mine parts. Like, there's something I'm looking for. And hypercoils, you know what? We may as well. We're coming in with a bunch more copper. We can sell that. We do need some hypercoils for our construction, so at some point, conceivably, we might want to keep some. I will note that on this new update, they've got a few fixes, including for some things that we ran into. And also, there's a new feature where you can go and set under resource management, you can set a resource desires and limits. And this can be used for your construction hub. So desires is how much you would like your construction system to build up to, and limits is a hard limit of how many of any particular thing that we want on our ship. And the whatever lower limit, if you do set your limit below desired, then it also won't construct those. So this also factors in for things like when we do the trade here and we do the trade excess over there. Sell surplus, buy needed. I believe that will bring those up. It doesn't set up any kind of auto sell, which would be tempting, especially like part of me is I want to set my mine parts kind of limit or desired, I suppose, to 0 so that it sort of auto sells those, but then it just won't produce any. So it doesn't work that way. Anyway, ship number 1 is here. So let's do a little trade. And here I can do transfer excess resources, which is going to be all of these, except that we are limited on space. And then we get some weird error messages every now and again with the trade. Could be the crew on this side not having enough. We were having some issues with some weird trade stuff over at the station. I believe that has been fixed now. I think it was a bug where, like, you know, the trade values were sort of fluctuating in odd ways. And then we were getting that error message. Apparently it was something related to the crew on the station. And so again here, we might be getting messages based on crew limits at our unnamed ship. And it only has 12 crew and they're awfully busy running things around. This hasn't been necessarily laid out in any kind of like ideal optimal way to move things quickly or anything like that. And then yeah, over here we can see there's no more tritanium over here, and that's the thing, like we haven't found in this system, there are no huge deposits of tritanium. And then this one isn't running because we don't have any gold, and we've probably picked that clean as much as possible. So I'm not selling the processors that we've made. I can't remember if I sold the diamonds. I don't know. We have 1 diamond over here. I don't think we've been noticing any carbon either. Hopefully I haven't just missed it, because that would be a little annoying. And there we go. That's the last of the copper. Okay, so the loomer is going to be empty. And then over here we can do another little signaling over here. And yeah, we'll keep selling these mine parts. And at what point? Now let's sell another batch of hypercoils, because we're still going to need some cash for maybe a few more blueprints. And maybe buying a few things we're missing, but it would be frustrating if we're buying any hypercoils. So we'll take the long trip back over here. Oh, that question mark is the Cablo Soul base, which I may or may not get into this faction combat. I don't know. There's still the ship graveyard over here, which I think would be fine if all we're looking for is iron plates. Okay, now this is very interesting. There is a gold asteroid over there. Oh, there's some debris over here too, which we might pick up. I don't know if you get a tractor beam, if maybe you could pull it out. I do a quick save. Like, how bad is it to enter here? Oh, it's pretty bad. Okay, do not enter the red zone. I hadn't done that before. I thought it was going to be slower. I mean, admittedly, this is, you know, not a very well armored ship. Now, the debris over here, is there any chance that was another ship that wandered in there? Also, will the crew die going outside? I don't want to put the crew into the red zone, because that seems like a very bad idea. All right. Luckily, normally your ship is smart enough to avoid walking into any of these bits and pieces. So yeah, come over here. Actually, we'll look through an asteroid belt on the way. Or an asteroid field, I should say. The belt is this part. The field is over here. Copper. Might prioritize this, actually. We still have the marker's still going to be there if I don't go and pick it up right away. That's going to be fine. But yeah, lots of copper to make lots of hypercoils to keep making money, which, yeah, very profitable. Mining doesn't give us fame, of course. I don't think even the missions to like deliver, you know, goods if they come up, I'm not even convinced that they give you any fame. They give you just a tiny bit of extra cash, really. But the mining is valuable. And more copper. Done. Sulfur, iron, I think we're going to hold off. Copper. Yep, let's get all this stuff. And we've got to be on the lookout for a C. Ooh, uranium's valuable too. I don't have anything that processes uranium. Although the raw uranium in of itself sells okay. And some of the higher parts do need like enriched uranium, and we may have to buy the processor for uranium. I don't think I bothered because there wasn't a lot of it over here, but actually probably is a pretty good idea. More copper. Oh yeah, this place is very rich in copper. Go, go, go. Yeah, I would love to find carbon for more diamond production. Oh, gold for processors. That's fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and kiss this asteroid. Good. Ignoring the sulfur, ignoring the iron. Over here for the copper. I shouldn't have right-clicked until I was closer, just because people spent a lot more time in space and lagging behind. I had to wait for them. Sulfur, iron. Oh, big copper. Triple XL. Oh. Might take a while to mine through. How am I on space? We still got some. Not much after this, though. Then we'll go and visit probably that marker, because I don't see anything else. Doesn't mean I didn't miss anything, but actually, hang on. What's going on here? Don't you still have room? Some of this might be reserved. Boom. Yeah, hold on a second. I hadn't realized that. Is there clear all assignments? Yes, there is. Clear storage tile designations. Wow. Oh, I had missed that. Which means there are a few times I probably popped out and didn't have everything filled up. I'll mark you, because yeah, now we are properly filled up. Oh, there's some coils here. Yeah, and a few bits over here that aren't getting consolidated. Oh, one thing with this update as well. Apparently your crew will go and consolidate your inventory to make sure stacks are maximized when they're idle. And, oh yeah, that was the other thing. And this makes me think that the devs, or at least someone who reported to the devs, watch this video, these videos. They changed the default priority on the sensor array to be a little bit higher. We were running into issues with that, where like the sensor array would stop sensoring array over and over and over because it was a fairly low priority job. And admittedly, it, like, in a sense, it's not a critical ship component. But at the same time, if you've got a sensor array, having the vision range fluctuate is really not what you want, especially if you're running a long-range beam ship or something like that. So I think it's fair to assume if someone has a sensor array, it should probably be operating. I don't know. Anyway, that was it for me, and the devs apparently kind of decided. Shamal's a little bit stuck here and is going to be bumping my ships around very rudely. Anyway, let's come over here. Let's do this. And here I can say transfer excess, which... No airlocks. See, at the it says at the destination. I think there's just not enough crew, because they do have airlocks. Well, airlock singular, perhaps. Yeah. I think overall it is fine. We're just getting that probably because we don't have a huge number of crew. Just run that again. Let that run some more, and then come back over here. And there. I mean, I know this isn't exciting, but it's very satisfying. Yeah, so these mine parts, again, per transfer, not a lot. They're very bulky. But I think they do really kick up the value of the sulfur and iron. Just the question is it worth doing it? And again, well, you know what? We know there's more copper out there, so we may as well sell hypercoils, because hypercoils will get made entirely out of copper. Copper into coils. Coils plus raw copper equals hypercoils. They're worth... Oops, I sold coils there, because... It does jerk around a little bit from time to time. I don't know what caused that to happen, but yeah, I clearly didn't follow the right line over there. That's okay. We could sell a few of the raw coils. It's not a big deal. And back to... This guy is still stuck. Oh my god. Yeah, we still have 100 copper left on us. Oh, we've got some uranium as well. Dude is having a real hard time. A real hard time. Hypercoils. Blam. One day he'll get out of there. I mean, I'm hoping he's not doing any damage to our ship. I don't think he is. We might want another crew compartment on this. I mean, at some point, we should probably... There really should be a redesign here. For things. I'm actually less concerned with the production modules touching. Like, yeah, the production speed boost is obviously never going to be bad, but it's actually, the production speed hasn't really been an issue, generally speaking, because I'm not worried about how fast this is making it. As long as it's got more storage to like sell things in bulk, it's perfectly fine. Okay, so our ship here is once again empty. I guess I can make a run through the belt this way. I've passed through here a few times, including on video, but let's go to the place where we know there's stuff through here. We didn't do it with the sensor array previously, so maybe we'll spot something else. And again, there's always the chance that I missed something when I was going through anyway, even if it wasn't within my vision cone. Entirely possible. Oh, shoot, there's a lot of copper still over here. Okay. Maybe when I came over here, I was looking for things that weren't copper. Was I specifically hunting for titanium or carbon or something like that? I don't know. Wow, that is quite the copper asteroid. Yeah, that's going to be huge amounts of money from these hypercoils. And yeah, I'm not selling the gold. I'm using the gold to make processors. Now, I think processors are quite valuable, but I want to save them because we've had processor shortages when making our ships. So that's going to be the priority there. And I mean, if I end up with any excess at some point, I could sell them. Especially since I know I can make more processors. Well, yes and no. I can only make more processors if I know there's more gold in the system. I don't know if you can just buy the raw resource. Like if I can buy gold at space stations, and if those renew, if the stations restock on gold, then it does give me another avenue. And of course, they do restock on processors as well, just very slow, as we've seen. For all I know, I should be picking up more Hyperium as well, but while you're doing that, let me come back over here and just make sure to sell mostly a big batch of mine parts. Could make more storage than the mine parts, honestly. I'll sell those hypercoils as well. Pop back over here. Good. Multitasking. And yeah, it would be convenient to have auto sell behaviors. I don't know if I'm actually asking for that to be a feature. You know, at some point you've got to play the game, and it's not like selling is that much work. Ooh, uranium, copper, and carbon. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. We might want to do the uranium enrichment. Actually sold a few chunks of enriched uranium before starting the video here. Stuff I've probably gotten as ship debris, and afterwards I kind of thought, was that a mistake? Because we do need it for some stuff. I don't know. I mean, probably need it if we do nukes, but did any of our components need it? Oh, there's more carbon over there too. And it may have. Can't recall. Let me do the carbon first, just because I would hate to forget about this. Okay. I mean, in a sense, should carbon be this rare? I mean, certainly in like random asteroids and stuff, but there's no other way for us to gain carbon in a space setting. I mean, it's not like we've got inhabited planets with biomass. I don't know. We do bio-waste recyclers on our ship. Well, food and stuff's not a resource. Oh, we are practically full here. And there's another copper asteroid. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw a marker on that. And then we'll pop back over here. And speaking of, we probably have another batch of missile or mine parts to sell. There you go. No more hypercoils. Okay. Still infinitude sulfur. And quite a bit of iron too, but we may need to get another iron asteroids. Just keep this up. So the sulfur, and only the sulfur gets made into ammo. I suppose I could consider selling the raw ammo. But the ammo plus iron equals mine parts. We'll probably get our message again. Oh, we didn't get the message this time about insufficient whatevers. Oh, curious. A little closer. Make the transfer a bit faster. And mine parts, sell more hypercoils, up to nearly 200 grand. And again, ignores the value of everything else that we've got. Dude, be more careful. Ignores the value of everything we've got, you know. Dude, it would be fun to have like a ledger to show you your net worth. I don't think that exists. When you save a ship, it will tell you there the worth of the ship, which is a fun stat. I'm getting a phone call. Private number. Do I want to answer this? All right, I took a gamble on answering the phone on a private number, and it was actually legit, which is so rare. But sorry for the little awkward interruption there. Also, I'm going to be annoyed because now we're going to have to stitch this together in Premiere rather than upload the raw recording file. So no more no more mine parts are being made because I think we are out of iron. So we will try to mine out an iron asteroid on the way. Otherwise, looks like we're clear, good. So we'll pop back over here. I know this has been a very exciting episode of just pure mining, zero combat. I mean, I'm not sure I don't think there's any threats left whatsoever in this system, barring engaging with the Cabal in some way, which are not currently hostile to us. We could choose to attack them, which would, I suppose, make us the only threat in the system, which seems pretty reasonable, actually. That's usually the way things work in our games, that we're the real only problem. So yeah, mine out the rest of this asteroid, please. There it is. I was having a hard time selecting that. Okay. Copper. I mean, copper's still definitely our priority. Here. Good. And then carbon. And yeah, again, we will do an iron asteroid. I don't want to fill up on it. Well, maybe I'll do these two because they're small. A wafer thin asteroid. Turn around, engage over here. Zap, 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 zap. I mean, we're getting a lot of iron out of this, so I'm definitely going to say that's enough. Iron. Lots more copper. Yeah. See, this is just making me want to play EVE Online. Which, I don't have time to play EVE Online. It's so good, though. I don't know, maybe there'll be another EVE event at some point and they'll sponsor me again. And then I'll have the excuse to play. Oh, it's so good. Boop. There we go. Grab these two. Chunk, chunk, chunk. And yeah, like, I don't know what the math is in terms of the value of one raw piece of copper versus the effective. I mean, it takes more than one piece of copper to get hypercoils, but you know, we can do fractional numbers and stuff like that. Like how much the number multiplies to, but it's got to be pretty good. I mean, I don't know. Maybe raw copper sells for a lot, and upscaling it doesn't do that much. But no, I don't believe that for a second. I think this is an extremely profitable tree. And if nothing else, it doesn't require that many clicks to sell, right? Unlike the mine parts. Mine parts are just so bulky. You make a lot of them very fast. And I think, I don't know for sure, but I think the mine parts are like 1 ammo and 1 iron. For all I know, you get multiple mine parts out of it. But like for the hypercoils, it's I think maybe some multiples. I'm not sure though. Copper, copper, copper. We're ignoring everything else. Oh, let me pop back over here for a second, because we might... Oh, no, we don't have a patch of mines to sell. Oh, that's not true. We do. Never mind. Never mind. All right, sell that. We're over 200K now. What's around here? It looks like they're mining or something, but I think they're just goofing around. I don't think the AI ships like actively interact with the environment. Like they fly from point A to point B. I think they might buy things from stations and then sell things from stations. But I don't know if that's, you know, I don't know if that affects the economy in any way. I don't know if it's just for show. And I mean, it's fine to have the appearance of something happening. I guess I'll mark that copper asteroid. Oops. Hang on, let's try that again. Copper asteroid. There we are. I thought I'd already confirmed it and I was trying to pan the screen, so I started to type. We'll mine this one. I'm not entirely sure we'll get all of it. Oh, no, not quite. So we'll do that and then repeat. All right. So what I'll probably do is put a cut in here, and I suspect what's going to happen between episodes, because I don't think we want multiple episodes of just mining. I will continue to just strip mine this entire solar system and try to accrue some extra cash monies. But this has been very satisfying. I mean, you know what? People watch me play Factorio. It can't be any more exciting than this. So, you know, maybe this is content. This is entirely possible. I don't claim to understand anything about what we do here. How this YouTube channel works is a mystery to me. I'm just happy that it does, because I don't want to do anything else ever. Here, we're going to prioritize the copper first, since you are a little space limited. To get that started, and that's going to be okay. All right, yeah, I'm just going to keep working on this for a little bit more, and then still have the dream of building a big monster mothership feeling thing. Well, I mean, drones aren't a mechanic in this game, but just a really big battleship. A dreadnought. Yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.